Hi friends, this is Professor Harsha Jadhav and I am going to deal with the subject highway engineering with the subject code 18CV56. Today we will discuss the concept of engineering surveys and 20-year road development plans under module number 1 and lesson number 7. So about the last class, that is lecture number or lesson number 6, we discussed about road patterns. In that road patterns we focused on types of road patterns, why this road pattern is required. Road pattern is basically a road network. It is a geometrical shape of the road network which can give the transportation facilities. Based upon the network appearance, these road patterns are finalized. So under the road patterns we have block pattern, we have star and radial pattern, we have star and circular pattern, we have star and grid pattern, and many more patterns are there. This block pattern comes under first category. In this pattern the roads are with the sharp edges. It has a very good problem parking facility. Only disadvantage of this pattern is it has a sharp edge, so that operating the vehicles across these roads is bit difficult. One cannot travel with a higher speed and safety aspects is bit lesser in this particular road pattern. The best example of rectangular or the black block pattern is Chandigarh city, and nearest example is Navnagar Bagalkot. Both of these places are planned under rectangular or block road pattern. Next is star and radial pattern. It is a higher version of block pattern. It is a combination of circular star pattern and block pattern which consists of radial roads, and between the space between the radial roads is filled with the block connectivity. Okay, next comes star and circular pattern which consists of a ring roads. So unwanted movement of the take vehicle can be controlled by providing the ring roads. After that we studied about star and grid pattern. The Nagpur road development plan completely done under star and grid pattern. It is in the shape of hexagon, octagon, like that it is, which consists of even the ring roads for just to reduce the unwanted traveling of the vehicles and just to avoid traffic accumulation at the city center, that is CBD area. Okay, this is about whatever we discussed in the last class, and even we focused on financial studies, economic studies, and traffic studies. Okay, in today's class we'll focus on the engineering studies. So what do you mean by engineering studies? See, in this engineering studies, all the topographical details, soil details, drainage characteristics, alignment of the existing road, deficiencies of the drainage and alignment facilities, geometry designs, all the parameters are noted here. The first parameter in the engineering studies are all the details of topography, soil condition, soil parameter, soil characteristics, drainage facilities, drainage characteristics, alignment of the road, existing road, all these data are collected. After collecting the data, see here, this is used for preparation of plans. It is used for preparation of the plan. But before going to the plan, see, thing is, first what we will do under engineering studies, topographical study and soil details are collected. So what do you mean by this topographical study? Topographical study means the ground profile study will be done, like undulations, like whatever the falls, rise, like downward gradient, upward gradient, or the gradient profile of that particular land is made a consideration here. After that, soil details are collected, like we are going to collect the soil sample and we are going to test what type of soil it is, what is the clay amount, what is the silt amount, what category of soil it is for the construction of roads, whether this soil holds good, whether it can take the load, or whether we need to borrow the soil. These all studies are done under topography study. Next one is location and classification of existing road. So if the roads are existing, then we need to classify that road, whether it is a NH, state highway, major district road, that is national highway road, state highway road, major district road, other district road, or village road. After that, assessment of various other developments in that area or which are likely to be developed in the upcoming days, those all details are collected. Like future growth is also considered, and what all the developments are happening in that particular area, these all details are even collected, because this is very useful for the planning. See, if any development is going on that leads to more number of transportation happenings, so because of that there may be a chances of vehicle movements. So what happens if you are leaving that consideration and if you are proposing the new road, then what happens, there may be chances of congestion or accidents in the upcoming days. So only if any development is happening, even that development is considered for the planning process. And road life studies, what do you mean by road life studies? Road life study is nothing but durability of the road. It mainly depends upon the nature of the subgrade. It mainly depends upon the type of materials which are going to use for the construction of highways, and method of constructions or construction methodologies what you are going to implement, that is also considered under the road life studies. And the last one is specific problems in drainage and construction. See, we are going to construct the road with all the aspects. At last, after constructing the road during the monsoon condition or whenever it is, if drainage facility is not provided, what happens? Entry of water on the surface of the pavement leads to deterioration. This deterioration, what it will do? It will ultimately affect the road life. Means cracks will be formed. Heat, thaw, freeze, this effect will take place. So because of this, cracks will be formed. Whenever the cracks are formed on the surface of the road, the water will start to enter into the road depth. So this process, when it repeats and repeats, ultimately cracks with the longer width and higher length will be attained. So because of this, ultimately the total pavement will get fail. So only this drainage condition and construction and maintenance of the drainage is taken into utmost care and consideration. So friends, so this is about engineering studies. Under this engineering studies, after studying all these parameters, we'll go for preparation of plans. What do you mean by preparation of plans? The details collected during the planning survey are tabulated and plotted on the map. The details whatever we have collected, that details are tabulated and the drawings are plotted on the map under that study area. Okay, so this, it is done in this way: plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, like that. So under the plan 1, this plan 1 consists of general area plan showing most of the existing details about the topographical details relating to the existing road network, drainage, structures, towns and villages with the population, agricultural, industrial, commercial activities. See, means in this first plan, that is plan 1, whatever it is there, that is clearly shown. Okay, about the population, about the habitants like agricultural, industrial, commercial, about the drainage structures, about the road networking or the road pattern or the road networking system, topographical details, everything is shown under plan 1. About plan 2, plan 2 is showing the distribution of the population groups in accordance with the categories made in the appropriate plan. See, it is bit higher version that of the plan 1. Under the plan 2, distribution of the population is shown clearly. Like a set of villages are there. In that set of villages, which village is consisting of what population? These all details are shown under the plan 2. Under the plan 3, plan showing the location of the places with their respective quantities of productivity. Means industrial, commercial areas are shown here, production areas are shown here. In the second plan, population aspects are considered and population details are shown in the plan 2. Whereas in plan 3, production areas are shown with the quantities. Fourth, that is plan 4, should indicate the existing road network or the network of the roads and proposal received. ultimately. The master plan is the one to be implemented. After showing the road network and everything, next step is implementation of the master plan. So this is about the preparation of plans. Friends, we have plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4. Under the plan 1, whatever the details are there like drainage, topography, about the agricultural, industrial and commercial activities, everything is shown under plan 1, the basic details. Under the plan 2, only concerned to the population groups and activities are shown. Under the plan 3, production areas are shown. Under the plan 4, road networking systems are shown, which leads to the master plan and it ultimately implemented on the ground. Next one is master plan. So I have told you about the master plan. What do you mean by master plan then? Master plan is the ultimate plan which is used for the development of the city. It is a final plan. So only it is called as ultimate development it is. So only it is called as master plan. Master, it is ultimate it is. Okay. Master plan is referred to a road development plan of a city, district or a street or for a whole country. It is an ideal plan showing full development of an area at some future date. It serves as the guide for the plan to improve some of the existing roads and to plan the network of the roads. Okay, next comes it helps in controlling the industries. See, this master plan not only it shows the boundaries and the existing facilities, even it shows the control over the excess urbanization. See, this urbanization is a very good thing, but excess urbanization leads to development of the slums, development of the urban crimes, development of the unhygienic atmosphere. Ultimately it leads to unhealthy condition and spreading of the diseases. So only there should be a limit. So this master plan, what it will do under the master plan category, it helps in controlling the industrial, commercial and agricultural and habitat growth in the systematic of that particular area. Area is a steady area. Whatever the area we are choosing, that is a boundary line which is to be developed. Okay, so master plan it is implemented to develop a particular steady area. Development may be in terms of construction, development may be in terms of restriction, but ultimately the facilities, all the basic facilities, all the transport facilities should be properly implemented under master plan. Okay, next comes stages in the preparation of the master plan. So what all stages we are going to follow under the master plan? First one is data collection. It includes data regarding the existing lane use, industrial and agricultural growth, population, traffic flow, topography, future trends. So all the data related to highways are collected here, and preparation of the draft plan and invite suggestions and comments from the public revision of a draft plan in the view of the discussion and comments from the experts in the public. Like first all the basic needs or the datas like existing lane use, industrial agricultural growth, population data, traffic flow data, topography and future trend data, expected data. All these data are collected and it is a draft is prepared. Okay, and this drafts are discussed with the experts and the public, because public are the beneficiaries. So without the involvement of the publics we can't implement anything, because even the public can give very good suggestion sometimes rather than the experts or the planner or the designer. So only as this master plan is very near to the public and it is for the beneficiary of the public, feedback from the public is collected and it is very important. And comparisons of various alternatives or the various proposals are done. Ultimately the best plan is implemented for the development of that particular study area or the city. So these are the different stages which are involved in the master plan. Okay friends, first we are going to collect the data, later we are going to compare the alternate proposals, and ultimately it is implemented for the development of the city. Okay, next comes saturation system. So friends, so far we discussed about engineering studies, what all methods or what all the steps involved in the engineering studies we discussed. like topographic study, soil details, location classification of existing roads, assessment of various other developments, road life studies, specific problems in the drainage construction and maintenance. After that, preparation of the plans we studied. Under the preparation of plans, we have four type of plans: plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, plan 4. Okay, first with the basic needs, second for the population and growth, third for the productivity, fourth for the development of the existing road networks. And after that, we discussed about master plan, ultimate or the final plan for the development of any city. Road development of any city is called as master plan. In this master plan, different stages are there. The first one is collection of the data, second one is comparison, the alternative proposal and implementation on the ground for the ultimate benefit of the public. Okay, and after this we'll focus on the saturation system. Saturation system, it is a system in order to get the optimum road length. Optimum road length is calculated here. So according to this system, the maximum utility per unit length of the road is calculated. See here, whenever the road is sanctioned for any area, let us consider this is the area. So for this area, so it consists of agricultural field or industrial area, whatever it may consist of. But what happens, these all area consists of many of the activities. Industrial will be there, agricultural will be there, commercial will be there, residential will be there, all the different type of features it consists of. But if a task is assigned like to develop this city, in order to develop this city or a study area, there should be some consideration for the development of this study area. So the concept which is considered here is maximum utility per unit length of the road. Like the saturation system, saturation means ultimate it is. So this is a system, a study area is a system. See here what the government will do, it will give proposals to many peoples, it will give the projects to many peoples, and many peoples will give many proposals for this same particular area. And see what happens, at last the best proposal should be chosen. How to choose the best proposal? The best proposal is chosen with the concept of maximum utility per unit length of the road. See, ultimately we need to give the road network here. Inside we need to give the road network. So whenever we are giving the road network, that road should be used by the vehicles and the peoples. For it may be for agricultural purpose or it may be for industrial purpose. So if this road is utilized properly, then only we can tell that yes, whatever the plan we have implemented, that is very good. If after constructing that road, if that road is not utilized properly, then what is the use of constructing that particular road network in that particular study area? It is useless. Simply the waste of economy, money it is. So only it will leads to a bad plan. So only in order to fix up a very good plan, different proposals are chosen. Under that different proposals, the best proposal is finalized. So how it is finalized? With the help of maximum utility per unit length of the road. What do you mean by utility? Utility is nothing but usage. What do you mean by per unit length of the road? Given stretch of the road. How this given stretch of the road is utilized? Based upon that, the road network is fixed and ultimately the proposal is chosen. Whatever the best proposal we are choosing here, that proposal is nothing but saturation system. Okay, so in order to choose the best proposal, so first one, we need to fix up the utility units. Usage system. Utility system means usage. What do you mean by utility? Usage. Okay, so for that we have two types. One is population utilities, other one is production utilities. The utilities obtained from the populations and utility units from the production. The production may be two types. One is agricultural, other one is industrial. Population, it is fixed. Okay. Under the production, One is agricultural, other one is industrial. If we can fix up the utility units for population and production, at last we can calculate the best system, that is called as saturation system. Okay, so this, let us focus on this agricultural products, industrial products under production utilities. So first, see this population, here we are doing planning for this area. In this study area, let us consider n number of villages are there. N number of villages are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that villages are there. Each village consists of its own population. Each village consists of its own population. So this all the population is made into account. It is noted down. And we are going to fix up one standard value for these populations. We are going to fix up some standard values for these populations. Whatever the value we are fixing with respect to the population, that value is known as utility unit. Utility unit. Say for example, population less than 5,000 will be given with the utility unit 0.25. In the same fashion, population between 501 to 1001 with the utility unit 0.5. And next one for 1000 to 2000 utility unit 1, 2000 to 5000 utility unit 2 it is. Okay, so after taking these utility units, it is multiplied with the respective values, then only we can calculate the saturation system, that is maximum utility per unit length of the road. So after knowing the population utility units, next we will focus on the productivity utility units. So productivity utility units based upon the load carrying capacity, tonnage. So under this productivity utility units, we are having two types. One is agricultural utility unit, other one is industrial utility units. See, the total agricultural and industrial products served by each road systems are worked out, and the productivity served may be assigned with the appropriate values of the utility units per unit weight, that is load. Okay, so per 1000 tons or per 100 tons, these utility units are fixed. And at last, optimum road length. Based on the master plan, targeted road length is fixed for the country on the basis of the area or population and production of the both. And the same may be taken as the guide to decide the total length of the road system in the each proposal. Means how to take the length of the road. So that is with the help of master plan we are considering, because under the master plan we are fixing the final length of the road. So this length of the road is used again for the saturation system. Okay, so this is about saturation system. Friends, anyhow, at last we are going to use any one of the proposal based upon the priority. So on this concept, we'll solve the problem. After that only, we'll get to know this saturation system concept, because by theory, see what happens, it is bit complicated to understand the concept, because this every concept, whole concept is mainly depends upon the utility unit only. If we can have the problem with the tabular column, using that tabular column presentation, we can easily get to know the concept of saturation system. Okay, that I'll conduct in the online class. We will calculate that in the online class. Okay. So next one is facing road development in India. That is first 20-year road development plan, second 20-year road development plan, and third 20-year road development plan. So I'll just brief out. So what do you mean by facing road development in India? See, in order to develop the nation, after JICAR committee recommendations, many plans were done, and this method is considered to be ideal one for the development of the nation, that is facing road development plan in India. So what is this road development plan? So a span of the year will be fixed and a target will be fixed. In that particular target, whatever we are planned, that should be executed, completed and implemented. So this is the concept of road development plan. So based upon this plan, the first road development plan was introduced in the year 1943 at Nagpur. So only this first 20-year road development plan is considered as Nagpur road development plan. And all this plan is done under star and grid pattern of road network. Already I have told, under the road network, star and grid pattern is implemented or utilized in Nagpur road development plan. That is first 20-year road development plan. And the span of this plan is from 1943 to 1963. That is, it is a 20-year road development plan. Okay. So according to this Nagpur road development plan, the features are, it is like this. The roads are classified into 5 categories: national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road and village road. Okay. And luckily this plan is completed 2 years before only. In 1961 only this plan was completed. Target was reached about 2 years before. And one of the major importance of this plan is, under the Nagpur plan, the density of the road was 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer. It is, sorry, 100 square meter. For every 100 square meter, that should be a 16 kilometer road network. So this is the density of the road and a standard for Nagpur road development plan. Whereas next we'll focus on the second 20-year road development plan, started in the year 1961 and up to 1981. It is here. And the density of this plan is about 32 kilometer stretch of road for every 100 square meters of road. For every 100 square meters of road. Okay. 100 square kilometers. Okay. So under this Bombay plan, see here, development allowance is 5% only. Length of railway track is also considered. Means overall, under the overall density, 5% of railway track length density is also considered, and it is deducted from the overall density. Means even the laying the track is also considered in the Bombay road development plan. That is second road 20-year road development plan. And the density of the road was 32 kilometers for every 100 square kilometer area. And under this plan, 1600 kilometer expressway is proposed. A very good move. Expressway, it is a high category road. It is exactly a national highway, only with the facilities. It is called as expressways. So 1600 kilometer length of expressway is proposed under second 20-year road development plan, that is called as Bombay plan. And same, it is also followed with national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road and village road. We'll focus on the third 20 road development plan. So it is also known as Lucknow plan. According to this plan, about 82 kilometers per every 100 square kilometer density is fixed. Earlier, for the first plan, it was 16 kilometer per 100 square kilometer. For the second, that is Bombay plan, or second 20-year road development plan, it was 32 square kilometer per every 100 square kilometer. Whereas for third 20-year road development plan, that is Lucknow plan, it is almost double, more than double. 82 kilometer for every 100 square kilometer density is fixed. And the roads are classified as primary roads, secondary roads and tertiary roads. Under primary road, expressway and national highway will come. Under secondary system, state highway and major district road will come. Under tertiary system, other district road and village road will come. These are the features of third 20-year road development plan or Lucknow plan. So friends, this is brief about the facing of a road development plan. See, these all road development plans are planned for the development of the nation. See, there should be some system and there should be some rules and regulations for any work. So this system, rules and regulations are implemented for the development of the road network in terms of 20-year road development plan right from 1941, that is Nagpur plan to Lucknow plan. Okay, so friends, in today's class we discussed important concepts about the master plan, about saturation system and facing road development plans. So these all comes under CO1, course outcome 1, and Bloom level of taxonomy 1 and 2. That means under this concept or under this lecture, see friends, we remembered the concept and we understood the concept. Already this concept is there, we just remembered and we understood what do you mean by facing road development plan, what do you mean by master plan, and what do you mean by saturation system. So friends, in the next class we'll focus on the new concept. Thank you.